Happy Wednesday, everybody. That's right. That's right. We are here again, another hump day. Listen, we are on that hump once again for another Keeping It Really Hot all summer long, right here at Fly World Media with your guy, Z Fly. And, hopefully every week that whenever you watch the show, hopefully my background is just making you really feel those summer vibes. Because I tell you, every time I see it, I swear I feel like I need to be in either Florida or California somewhere. Okay. So hopefully everybody is definitely enjoying your summer. As you all know, the summer is actually winding down because I believe according to the calendar, don't like fall comes in like the 21st or 22nd. So today's the 10th. So we got maybe 12 more days or something like that of summer. So hopefully everybody, definitely enjoy it. We're at least according to the calendar. But I know like some people's weather are dropping like in the 60s, 50s. I know here in New York, we're like hovering around 60s and 70s. So yeah. So hopefully everybody's, wherever you are, keeping either warm or keeping cool, or hopefully everything is just good for you. But I definitely thank you so much for tuning in today. And we have a really, really great show for you. You all know what to do because y'all see it scrolling at the bottom. Go ahead and look me up on my social media. Like I said, I have the Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. It's Instagram, YouTube, and of course the website. Also have Facebook as well. So go ahead and, log into everything that you need to do. Go ahead on and hit that follow button and all that kind of great stuff. So that way you are tuned in each and every week, whenever I do drop content. Speaking of each and every week, though, as you all know, the season finale is happening next week, everybody. That's right. The season finale of the summer edition is happening next week. So you definitely want to make sure that you do keep it real hot and fresh with me because we got to go on another break, okay? But hopefully you definitely have enjoyed the summer edition of the show. Now, speaking of September, remember if you watched the last show, I was telling you that, September is it has a lot going on basically. One major thing for the brand is it's Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month. And if that's one of our awarenesses for our brand. We raise awareness on women diagnosed or living with endometrial cancer. There it is right there. That's right. So yeah, Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month. And you know what's so interesting about this? It's not funny, but it is funny. But a lot of people cannot say that word. Gynecologic. I mean, even women can't say it. I swear I've been in so many places where people are like garner. I mean, they're about to say gonorrhea. I'm like, no, it's gynecologic cancer. So yeah, a lot of people cannot say that word, and then it make you now for the women, it made me wonder, well, don't you have a gynecologist or So it's like you can't even say the word, but yeah. So yeah, gynecologic cancer, but also too look. But to be real though, for those of you who may be like, okay, I can say the word, but what is it? Well, these are cancers of the reproductive systems of our organs or system of of females. I went to a banquet last night, and the coordinator, she had me get up and speak because coming up at the end of this month, I have my own seminar. So she put me on the spot. She sure did. And she was like, oh, talk about your seminar. So I was talking about it. And as I was talking, I asked people, I said, raise your hand if you know what gynecologic cancer or endometrial cancer is. And I swear there was about maybe 25 to 30 people in this room, and only 3 people out of the 30 raised their hand. And I think 2 was a female and 1 was a guy. Yeah, but the rest of the people, they did not know. So, that goes to show me. I mean, it just showed me that what I'm doing with my Lavender project is very, very vital and very, very needed because, like I said, we're hearing about specific cancers, which those are very important too. You mostly hear breast cancer, lung cancer, colon cancer. Maybe you're starting to hear more about I can't even, what am I going to say? Anyways, yeah, but anyway, but those are the main 3 that you starting to really, really, that you hear. So a lot of people don't even know about gynecologic cancer, including women. So it's very, very important. And if you don't know, the 5 gynecologic cancers are or let me see, vagina, vulvar, cervix, ovarian, and then there's one more. I do know it. Okay, I do know them. Hold on, oh, endometrial cancer. Duh. The one I raise awareness on. So yes, those are the 5 of the gynecologic cancers. So yeah, they're very important. So I'm going to keep spreading awareness about it. Now speaking of my seminar, yes, that's coming up at the end of this month. So you all are invited if you're going to be in the New York City area, specifically Roosevelt Island. Bam, here you have it. Yes, so it's going to be about educating, empowering, and erasing the stigma. That's right. So, yeah, it's going to be at Roosevelt Island on the 29th and 30th. That's a Monday and a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? That's all, the beginning of the week. But, but I try to think of the working people, and I try to have it sometime in the evening. So if you do work like a 9 to 5 or something, you should still have time to hopefully make it. It'll be from 6 to 7:30 on both days. So it's only an hour and a half. But, it's going to be all about, just educating, talking more about, my project, the Lavender Project, and then getting into endometrial cancer. And then, talking a little bit about gynecologic cancers as a whole. So we're going to have some fun there. There will be some speakers there, some gift bags, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, an open bar. But now, listen, the open bar is only going to be for the first 30 minutes. That's right. Because remember, it's only an hour and a half, so you got to get there. It ain't like we can have. So, yes, an open bar. So the first 30 minutes of the seminar, it will be, some libations, only some wine. So if you look for hard liquor, we ain't going to have that. Just some wine. Along, we'll have crackers, grapes, cheese, and maybe some pepperoni slices. So yeah, it's gonna be something really, really nice. On Roosevelt Island, as you see, the address is 546 Main Street, which is literally the main street in Roosevelt Island. It's gonna be on the 12th floor in the mega conference room, and you can't miss it. Yeah, Roosevelt Island. Once again, September 29th and 30th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully I get to see you there, and let's definitely spread the awareness and educate ourselves on these women reproductive cancers. All right. Speaking of that, I do want to, in honor of Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month, I do want to, share with you the Lavender Project, which raises awareness on endometrial cancer. So check out this short video, to give you a little bit more idea of my project. Check this out. Hello, I'm Z-Fly, and welcome to the Lavender Project, where hope, support, and education intersect to empower women battling endometrial cancer and its effects it has on the families. Now, our mission is clear: to educate, support, and empower those affected by endometrial cancer. After losing my mom in 2013, this relentless disease, I knew I had to make a difference. Endometrial cancer, one of the gynecologic cancers, demands attention. That's why we're here to raise awareness about its seriousness, detection, and treatment. Through fundraising, advocacy, seminars, and community outreach, we aim to equip women with knowledge and resources they need to face this challenge head on. We believe in the power of prayer and community, which is why church involvement is a cornerstone of our project. Lavender is an acronym which stands for Living Effectively, Victoriously, Incredibly, Nutritiously, Dutifully, and Acknowledgingly, which are guiding principles for navigating the journey to recovery. So please explore our page to see our past events and consider making a donation, because together we can make a difference. Also, our beneficiary is the Foundation for Women's Cancer, so please visit their website to learn more about their impactful work. Thank you for visiting our page today, and remember, together we can end women's cancer. And there you have it. All right. So that is my Lavender project, raising awareness of endometrial cancer, right in time and honoring Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month. All right. So once again, we do have a really great show in store for you. I have a really great rising star on local gyms guest that I'm going to be interviewing a little bit later in the show. Her name is Tifany Thomas. And let me tell you, she is the owner and director of a business called Around the Clock Tots, which is a 24-hour child care program providing services beyond child care. Now, let me tell you something. I know some people who could use her. Yeah, because listen, 24 hours child care service. I know people who hasn't been out for a good time in years, and you can tell too because they only look at basically they live vicariously through other people. They're like, oh wow, you went on a trip. Oh wow, you went to the club. Oh wow, you went to a day party. Yeah, they can't even go nowhere in the daytime, people. So we're gonna talk to Tiffany a little bit later and talk about this on 24-hour child care service. Listen, I know some of you women out there are gonna be like tuned in, like, okay, hold on, what there? Yeah, because you all need to get out there and have some fun. But now also too, she's also doing a lot of other great stuff. She has a business initiative called Training Others to Succeed, which is also TOTS. So like Tiffany's out here doing the thing. So we're gonna talk to her a little bit later. But right now, we're all gonna go ahead and get the show started with N da Kno. Here we go, y'all. Let's get into it.
Did you know? 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 Did you know?
People, did y'all know that, listen, the federal agents out here, they are not playing with these people. Do you hear me? Federal agents raid a nutrition bar factory. Okay, now listen, they detained 69 workers. Now, who in the world well, then again, I guess, factories and things like that. I was going to say, well, who would be thinking of a nutrition bar factory? But listen, they are, because when workers arrive at a nutrition bar on confessioners during the morning of September 4th and punched in for their shift, they didn't realize it could be their last. Isn't that something? And that's a bad feeling too. You just never know, what'll happen to you. Day to day, you just going to work, get on the train, the bus, whatever, you clock in, and it could be your last. Because minutes later, federal agents swarmed the factory on Route 34 and Cato, escorting dozens of employees outside, to waiting vans. Now, the co-owner, Lenny Smite, said that the operation was overwhelming and unlike anything he had ever seen before, referring to it as a movie. Ooh, and it probably was a horror movie. He also added that it was something you would expect in another country, bizarre, insane, and over the top. By the end of the raid, 69 workers were taken away. Now, Smite says that many of his employees, all legal, had their paperwork to prove they were authorized to work, but left in their cars. He told News on Channel 9 that they were never allowed to retrieve it, and without that proof, dozens were detained. Hold on. I want to go into something that the co-owner said. Why did he say that it was bizarre, insane, and something that you would expect in another country? Okay, wait a minute now. So he expects this type of behavior in other countries. So it's okay in other countries, but not this one. But no, I would say across the board, this type of, it would not be okay. But he said you would expect it in other countries. So maybe people need to be getting on to other countries too, if that's how they're treating people. Anyway, Smite went on to say that the raid, saying that there were more than 100 agents all over the area, some on four-wheelers, some on dune buggies, and also having a big motorhome and several vans stationed outside the plant. Listen, for whatever reason, these people are like aliens. Well, I guess, I wonder, is that why they call them illegal aliens? Wow. That's that's not, because they got dune buggies, four wheels. Anyway, He said it was a sad moment to see people being rounded up in these border patrol vans and escorted away, knowing that these are good people, good workers. They are here properly. He also added that it felt like agents take who they want to take and sort it out later. That's funny. That sounds like another race that we may know about. Anyway, Sheriff Brian Schnick emphasized that a federal judge authorized the warrant and that his deputies did not enforce immigration law directly. So, listen, now listen, of course, they're going to pass the boat, just pass it to someone else. But they're out here rounding up these people like they're rats. And it's just really, really sad. So I don't know, people, what's going on. But listen, y'all keep your eye out to what's going on with ICE. Okay, moving along now. New York will allow everyone to get COVID shots in rebuke of the new RFK policy. Now, the new federal guidelines only allow people age 65 and over or with underlying health conditions to get the vaccinated for COVID going forward without a doctor's prescription. Now, New York, however, will keep its long-lasting policy allowing anyone aged 6 months or older to get vaccinated. Now, after Governor Kathy Hochul signed an executive order on Friday mandating the measure. Now, it came a week after Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. directed the FDA to restrict vaccine access. It also happened while COVID cases in New York State have increased 5-fold in the last 8 weeks. Okay. Now, at Friday's signing event, Governor Hochul spelled out why she felt she had to act. Now, listen to this, people. Okay, that's why she felt she had to act. So you can go into a pharmacy and not worry about having to go to a doctor's office and getting a prescription. Antoinette Poole is a customer there. Now, she said, I'm so happy that anybody can get a COVID shot. She said, because we lost a lot of lives not having it done. But now, listen, not everyone is in agreement because one person, Portia Banks, is a Red Ribbon Pharmacy customer, and she had a very different viewpoint. And she said, I don't believe in the vaccine. And I just feel like vaccine gives people COVID. Now, that's what Portia said. Okay. Now, she also said that neither she nor her 4 children had ever gotten the vaccine. Now, that's her choice and other New Yorkers' choice, the governor said at, the morning signing ceremony. Now, listen, with this COVID stuff, I tell you, I'm not going to say too much about it because, I know people feel different. Some people feel like it's needed. Some people feel like it's killing people. But I just wanted to point out that, back in 2020, 2021, 2022, whenever COVID was heavy, I just want to say, remember a lot. Now, what I call the bribes to get COVID. Now also too, I'm not, making light on people who did lose their lives. There was so much confusion going on around that time. Some people say, oh, well, it wasn't the COVID that killed them. They had underlying issues. I don't know what happened. But I will say that I do know about the bribes. People, they was bribing you with everything. Bribing you with MTA cars, bribing you with money, bribing you with marijuana, bribing you with donuts, and so much more, bribing you to get a house. Yeah, I remember in one state, I think it was North Carolina, they was bribing people for $1 million. Yeah, you put, you go get your shot, you put your name in the thing, and you could win $1 million. And I'm just saying that 'cause I want people to still think about this COVID thing. If it's legit, and if it's like, if it's gonna do what it's gonna do, well, I gotta bribe people. I'm gonna move along, okay? I'm just gonna sit that there and let y'all think about that. All right, now let's move to California, people, where a woman was accused of registering a dog to vote, casting 2 ballots. Now, listen, people are trying to make sure that that their person win because they got the dogs, the cats, the rats, everything registering. Okay, now a California woman will face up to 6 years in state prison for improperly registering to vote under her dog's name and then casting 2 ballots. One which was counted. Now, Laura Lee Urich, 62 years old, of Costa Mesa, faces 5 felony charges related to voter fraud for registering her dog to vote. Now, according to the Orange County District Attorney's Office, Urich submitted mail-in ballots under the name Maya Jean Urich, her dog's name, during the 2021 on recall election and the 2022 primary. Now, the first ballot was successfully counted, while the second one was challenged and rejected. Now, last October, Urick self-reported the crime to Orange on County Register of Voters, which in turn reported it to local authorities. Now, she self-reported the crime. So now she's telling on herself. Is that what that's saying? An investigation was launched, which determined that Urick had registered Maya Jing to vote, participated in the 2 elections, and then posted about the activity on social media. So that's another thing. Listen, didn't I tell y'all? This social media is going to be the end of a lot of people like this lady right here. Why they want to post? Why? Okay. See, now she thought it was cute. Look at this doll. I voted. The doll don't even know what voting is. The doll don't even know what a president is. But the doll voted, though, okay? Now, in January 2022, she posted a photo of the doll wearing an I voted sticker and posing with the fraudulent ballot. In October 2024, she posted a photo of the doll's collar and a mail-in ballot addressed to her, saying that she still received them despite the doll previously passing. You know what? Say she's telling all her business. She want to go to jail. Yeah, she want. And see, and everybody, I want y'all to know the difference. This is a person who wants to go to prison. Yeah, because like you just telling all your business, you're telling your schemes, your plots on social media, thinking that like everybody got your best interest. No, these people are like, okay, oh really? Oh really? Okay, yeah. Let me go like, get on my phone. Okay, she did what now? Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're ready to tell on you. Now, while California Elections Code does not require proof of residence or identification for citizens to register to vote or cast a ballot, state elections, proof of residence and registration is required for first-time voters to vote in a federal election. And now also the discrepancy led to the 2021 recall vote being accepted while the primary ballot in the doll's name was challenged and rejected. Oh, that's pitiful. Well, the dog is no longer here, and the dog don't even know that he or she is infamous. Okay, because and your owner is not going to prison. What that thing say? 6 years. Now, listen, people. Listen, I know, a lot of times whenever the voting comes along, and you don't like some of the candidates, but listen, don't do like this girl. What's her name? Laura Lee Urick. Don't do like her and go to prison for 6 years with 5 felonies. Okay. And all right, she gonna do her time, and you are now in the know. All right, everybody, crazy news. But listen, it's what's happening on the globe. All right, so like I said, coming up a little bit later, we're getting ready for this great interview that's coming up. But now, before I do, listen, if you all ever want to, come on the show and to tell your story, show your product or your craft or whatever it may be. Here's how you can do so. Check this out. Are you a talented artist, entrepreneur, or business owner in the NYC or tri-state area? Do you have a craft, skill, or product that deserves the spotlight? Well, if you answer yes to just one of those, this is your time to shine. Hello, I'm Z-Fly, and I'm bringing you Rising Stars and Local Gems, a platform dedicated to highlighting and promoting the best local talent and businesses making moves in our community. Now, I also want to know, do you have a craft or product in need of promotion? Are you an artist, musician, designer, chef, or entrepreneur or more looking for exposure? And do you want to be featured on a show that's all about keeping it real hot and fresh? Once again, if you answer yes to just one, this is your chance to shine. So come share your journey, showcase your talent, and let the world know what you bring to the table. So DM us now or email us at bookmenext@aol.com, or you can catch us live on Fly World Media by going to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Real Hot Fresh. We're highlighting stars and local gems where talent meets opportunity. Spots are limited, so don't wait. That's right, everybody. You heard me. I said the spots are limited, but they were not limited for my next guest because she definitely made it on. All right, so let's get into it. So once again, she is the owner and director. Oh, first of all, Rising Stars and Local Gems. Hit it. Listen. I'm so happy. I'm so ready to talk to her. I don't forgot the whole the whole thing. All right, so now my first guest, or my only guest, she's the owner and director of the Around the Clock Tots, a 24-hour childcare program providing services beyond childcare. Now, after witnessing deep gaps in services for families impacted by poverty, incarceration, and systemic neglect. Now, building on her commitment to her service, she has TOTS, which is Training Others to Succeed, an initiative designed to equip aspiring entrepreneurs with the tools, knowledge, and confidence to launch and sustain successful businesses. As y'all can see right now, this woman right here that you all see, she is changing lives. So let's definitely go ahead with no further ado, and I welcome Tifany Thomas to the show, keeping it really hot all summer long. There she go. There she goes. Hi, Tifany. How are you?
Hi. Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Listen, I do what I can.
Thank
you so much for being here and keeping it really hot all summer long. Now, listen. How has your summer been so far?
Busy.
No, not busy. Okay, now listen. That's good. Listen, booked and busy. That's good. That's good.
I did find time to go to Costa Rica though, so that was amazing. Yes,
okay, now you know what? Listen, you just had to say that. No, listen, now I'm jealous. Listen, Costa Rica. Hopefully you had a great time.
I did, thank you.
That's great. All right, now listen, let's definitely get into it. Now listen, Around the Clock Tots is such a unique concept. Like, I'm like, this is great. Now tell us, what inspired you to create a 24-hour childcare program? And how does it address the challenges faced by families who work outside of traditional hours?
Okay, so in 2011, I was employed. I was a social worker, so I was working full-time in a shelter, and my schedule was evenings and overnight, and some weekends. So I had a 1-year-old at the time, and I was trying to find a childcare program to meet my needs, and I could not find any. And at that time, I said, I wish there just was a 24-hour daycare that existed. And then that's when the light bulb came on, and Around the Clock Tots was born. But fast forward, because I did several things in between that time and becoming licensed. So fast forward to 2022, I became licensed, and now we are fully operating, and we provide, as you said, the 24-hour childcare, and we provide services for children with special needs. So to answer the other part of your question, not everyone works a traditional 9 to 5, as myself, as I said.
Right.
And so we're catering to those who work outside of that schedule. So that's law enforcement, that's healthcare, health workers, and anyone that does not work a traditional 9 to 5. And in regards to what you mentioned about the date night. So yes, the scheduling for that is, it's a fixed schedule. So, because a lot of people have the misconception that they could just come in at 2:00 in the morning. No.
Yeah.
So it's a fixed schedule between 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. So
okay, got you.
The drop off is between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. and then the pickup is between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. the following morning. So, but yes, it's very much needed. And even if it's just to go home and get some rest, because even if we don't want to hang out, we need to rest sometimes, and we can't do that when we have children, especially if we're single parents. And I experienced all of it. So I said, I need to do something to help those in need.
Well, that's what's up. That's great. Now you've connected your childcare business with your foundation, Hope for Humankind. Yes. Now, how do you see childcare and community empowerment working hand in hand to break cycles of poverty, incarceration, and systemic neglect, as you stated?
Yes. So as you said, we provide services beyond childcare because as we've grown, our families have the issues that they come with have grown. So all of our families are not simply just seeking childcare. Some of them come in with homelessness, some of them come in experiencing domestic violence. Some of them have impact from the criminal justice system. So all of this, creates issues within the home. And if you're not right within, you can't be the best parent to the child that you're taking care of. So we've supported our families with everything from donations, clothing, diapers, wipes, food, monetary donations, referrals for housing, referrals for employment, and that all ties in with the foundation.
Okay. Now let's talk about TOTS, TOTS, Training Others to Succeed. Now that launches very soon. Now, what can participants expect, from this program, and also, why do you feel it's so important to pour into the next generation of entrepreneurs? Yes.
Okay.
Talk about it. Listen.
So Tots was born because, I launched and scaled Around the Clock Tots so quickly and was so successful in doing so that people started reaching out to me, asking me to help them do the same thing. So I was doing that. And then someone came to me and was like, why don't you make this an actual business? And I said, you know what? That's not a bad idea. So that's how Training Others to Succeed was born. And within it, we have our debut course, which is how to launch a childcare business. And eventually there will be other courses for other, types of business. But overall, it is to help those that want to move from what I call being burned out to being a boss. Because I was there. I used to be an educator full time. I just resigned this past school year, and I'm pursuing my entrepreneurship full time. So that's what Training Others to Succeed is about. It's about helping people tap into their entrepreneurship abilities and, being their best selves in that line of work.
I love it. That's wonderful. Now, Tifany, now you may have said it. Now, Around the Clock Tots. Now, where is that located? Is it in New York or is it
in Brooklyn? We're in the the Cypress Hills community of Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Now, is there probably, but is there I guess plans to expand those services?
Yes. Yeah, so that has always been a goal. I would love to have like a location in every borough if I can. That is absolutely a goal. But as you know, New York City is extremely expensive and they make everything extremely difficult to happen. So I'm working on that. I am working, but that is definitely a goal of mine.
Wow. Well, yeah, because I mean, like I don't even have children, but like just knowing people who do have children, like services like this is a blessing. Yes. To be a blessing to so many people. Now, Tifany, listen. Now you wear a lot of hats. Business owner, community leader, and advocate. Now, what has been your biggest challenge in balancing these roles, and what keeps you motivated to continue building opportunities for others?
Right. The biggest challenge I would say has to be access to capital, right? So, so I'm doing multiple things trying to improve in that area, but I've used my own personal funds to do a lot of what I've been doing. Yes, and I'm motivated because I genuinely like to help people. Every career path that I've ever taken has been centered around helping people. Right. And I'm very passionate about it. I take joy in seeing, others grow and do better and me having a part in that. So that's what keeps me motivated.
I love it. Oh my God. Everybody, this is Tifany Thomas. Listen, you are doing great things in the community, in the society, in the world. I thank you so much. Is there anything, any message or anything you would like to tell people about either yourself, the business, or what's up and coming for you? Anything you want to share? Okay,
so if you are interested in receiving any services from Around the Clock Tots, it's best to visit us at aroundtheclocktots.com. In regards to Training Others to Succeed, our debut course on how to launch a childcare business and the coaching will become available this month on the 25th. So I'm really excited about that. And Hope for Humankind, we have a event to bring awareness to domestic violence next month. It's scheduled for the 28th. And I'm really excited about that for many reasons. One of my past roles was a domestic violence specialist. So I'm very passionate about that line of work. So that's to be, announced later with more details, but the date is October 28th.
Okay, nice. Actually, you may need to talk because actually
I was already thinking that before I came.
Because now another one of our awarenesses is raising awareness on domestic violence here at the Fly Entertainment. So yes, you might need to chop it up. Okay. Definitely. All right. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I got you. We're gonna talk. All right, everybody. So here she is, owner and director of Around the Clock. Listen, she got Hope for Humankind, the foundation, and Training Others to Succeed Tots. So definitely hit her up at Thomas at aroundtheclocktots.com. Correct?
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
All right. Well, Tifany, I thank you so much for keeping it really hot all summer long with me, everybody. Once again, definitely be sure to follow her. Your Instagram? Or do you have an Instagram?
I just saw your lips moving. Yeah, so Instagram, you can find us by searching Around the Clock Tots.
Gotcha. All right. All right, everybody. So here you have it. So once again, definitely follow Tifany, and once again, thank you so much, Tifany. Everybody, stick around because after the music break, I got those acronyms that y'all love so much. So so much more show to come. You don't want to miss it. Thank you again, Tifany, and you all stay tuned.
All I hear is we could fly anywhere, we could write every page, boy, whatever the fire we spark. All I hear is running wild in the glow under skies, tracing heat, burning right in your eyes, my fate. It drowns me in the moment. You and I surrender, and eyes could try to follow. I don't care, 'cause anywhere with you feels real. Anywhere with you feels like his gaze, my pulse. His gaze, my pulse. We don't need a diamond stage, whispers that we can't translate. 'Cause anywhere, babe, it's like his gaze, my pulse. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, his gaze, my pulse. His gaze, my pulse. I look at you now and I need this forever. I might not be perfect, but there's nothing better. Can't believe I ever breathe a day without you. My chest about to crash from the truth. Emotions, they fade in their eyes, that they do. Emotions, they fade in their eyes, not with you. The late nights and the low lights and the silence. Look at me, boy, and the whole crowd dissolves. 'Cause anywhere with you feels real. Anywhere with you feels like his gaze, my pulse. His gaze, my pulse. We don't need a diamond stage or whispers that we can't translate. 'Cause anywhere, babe, it's like his gaze, my pulse. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, his gaze, my pulse. His gaze, my pulse. Boy, when I'm not with you, all I do is crave you. So come and set the fire high underneath the starlight. 'Cause anywhere with you feels real. Anywhere with you feels like his gaze, my pulse. His gaze, my pulse. We don't need a diamond stage or whispers that we can't translate. 'Cause anywhere, babe, it's like his gaze, my pulse. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, his gaze, my pulse. His gaze, my pulse.
You couldn't hear me. Welcome back to the show, everybody. You are keeping it really hot all summer long with your guy Z Fly. And right now we're trying to get into them acronyms. And today we have a Where's the Lie? So let's get into it.
Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. Me,
All right. Okay. Now listen. Now, fair warning, everybody. Now listen. Now today's video, it may have some profanity in it. So a hearing not hearing impaired, but whatever you call it. Listen. Let the kids go out the room or wherever. So if you're watching with kids, let them go out the room. Or if you yourself, you don't want to hear a lot of profanity, then you might want to mute it. but it's not that much. I mean, it's kind of in the beginning. But the point is, so today's Where's the Lie is, about parents. It's kind of funny, actually. It's about parents, how, like, at first you try to have, what I'm saying, be easy and nice to your kids. But whenever they just don't listen, you might have to take drastic measures. So now watch these people who have to do just that. Check this out.
Sit down. Sit. I asked y'all multiple times to sit down. No! I said sit the fuck down! Sit down, please. Please sit down. Sit the fuck down!
Sit down, please. Luca, sit down. Luca, sit down! No. No.
Oh, pero boy.
Monday, can you sit in your seat, please?
No. Sit in your damn seat! Now!
Please get out the cabinet. Get your motherfucking ass out the cabinet! Theo, make a good choice, please. Theo, Abby, don't hit him. That's also not a good choice. Theodore, get out of the bucket!
Come here. Jordani, come here. Come here. Jordani, come here!
Can you please stop hitting me with that? Thank you.
Stop!
Bring it to mommy. Can mommy have it? Bring it to mommy right now.
Get your feet off the table. That's not nice. You're eating. That's nasty. Yes, nasty. Put it down. Get your feet off the table. Get them off. Now.
Callie, can you please put my purse back? Put the purse back, honey.
Now threaten her and see what happens.
Put the purse back now!
Get down, Denala. Denala, get down.
Get down!
Get out of the fridge. Come on. Yes. Come on.
Get the fuck out of the freezer!
Oh my God. So yeah, everybody. So where's the lie? Listen, is this that? If that's not facts, I don't know what is. So yeah, okay, you try to be gentle, but it just ain't enough. So listen, just know that a lot of those kids, they will find themselves probably in Tifany Thomas's 24-hour daycare, because I'm telling you, I mean childcare, because listen, the parents come about, listen, just take them, listen, just take them for 24 hours, okay? All right, everybody. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Where's the lie? I definitely don't. I don't see no lie. I think that's what really happens in a lot of homes, okay? All right, so now we're going to move along. We're going to get back into Gynecologic Cancer Awareness Month, because guess what, everybody? Like I said, there's a lot that's happening in September, specifically around gynecologic cancer. Listen, your guy Z Fly, guess what? This weekend, I will be going to the DMV. And if y'all wonder what is the DMV, no, I don't mean the motor vehicle place, okay? I mean the DC, Maryland, and Virginia, but I'll specifically be in DC, because that's right. The Move for Her, they're having their 5K race or walk. And it's so interesting, because they've been doing this for a few years now, and I've always wanted to do it. But every time September came, I was always busy. Because September is also New York Fashion Week, so I was always doing a lot of Fashion Week. But I said, you know what? I want to really get out there and really, represent for the Lavender Project, and also just represent to help in women's cancer. So yes, in DC, everybody, this weekend I will be going, and I don't know if I'm going to be running, but I may be walking. And the good thing is, if you don't know, I actually do. I like do daily walks like 3 times a week. So yeah, I'm ready for this walk. Just let you know some details about it. It's going to be in Washington D.C. It's an in-person race information. Well, and they also have virtual as well, but I'm going to tell you about the in-person. It's going to be Sunday, September 14th. The location is the Freedom Plaza in Washington D.C., which is like really close to the White House. Now the schedule is going to be, the schedule is check-in is going to be at 7:30 a.m. The pre-race program is going to be at 8:45 a.m. The race warm up is about 9:15 a.m. Then now they have two different types of races. You know, for those people who cannot do the 5K run or walk, there's a 1 mile route that starts at 9:30 a.m. But then the actual 5K run and walk starts at 9:45. Then there's a post-race program at 10:30 a.m. And then, of course, they're going to celebrate the activities at 12 p.m. So, yeah, so from about 7:30 to noon on Sunday, it's going to be a lot going on. So I will be there, everybody. So listen, y'all pray for me, okay? I'm going to be sure to hydrate and drink water. No alcohol, nowhere. I'm going to need to just drink H2O to make sure I can get through this 5K. But, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, everybody. What to expect, move at your own pace. They will have live music and celebration zone. They'll have a photo booth there, a costume contest. Now I don't know what that's about because I ain't wearing no costume. You hear me? Anyway, exclusive race swag, sponsors, will be there, and listen, just fun. So that once again, that is happening this weekend. Now you may still have time to register. So if you are interested in participating, then go to right there at the bottom, scrolling at the bottom, go to the Foundation for Women's Cancer.org. And check it out. They're gonna have a specific category that says "Move for Her." Click on that, and get all the information. So you may still have time to register if you are interested in participating. But once again, like I said, your guy Z Fly, I'm gonna be there, everybody. I'm gonna try to do it. But I can't wait. Actually, I can't wait. I love DC, and great causes, great things. So I'll be there. All right. So once again, we're going to get into another a music break. But after the break, I have a down the poll. That's right. Because, listen, there's a lot of podcasters out here. And, listen, they're not all podcasters. They're like celebrities turn podcasters. So I got a down the poll question for you, to see how you all feel about that. We're going to get into that and also drink off the juice after the break. Don't go anywhere because you are keeping it really hot all summer long on Fly World Media.
Secret lovers meeting. Your voice on the line, girl, got me floating. Can't retreat it. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, baby, I'm always heated. In the midnight hour, I'm yours, no delay. Dial my number, girl, let's run the game my way. Clock strikes 12, the groove's alive, your silhouette's a fire. Connection deep, electric spark, we ride desire. No games, just truth. In your touch, I never tire. Pick up the line, girl, let's lift it higher and higher. Midnight hour, I'm yours, no delay. Dial my number, girl, let's run the game my way. Soulsville rhythm, smooth, never playing coy. 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Come and bring me joy. Come and
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I am your guy, Z Fly, and right now we're about to get into this poll question with Down the Poll. Let's get into it. All right, so now today's Down the Poll question is one that it's kind of personal because as you all know, I want to know what are your thoughts on hold on, it's like a Scrabble board. All right, yeah. So what are your thoughts on so many celebrities having their own podcast? Do you love it? You don't care? Or do you feel like they need to stick to their own lane, like leave podcasting to the real podcasters? Now, listen. I have an opinion, and in my opinion, I would say I would have clicked on B. You know why? Because it just feels like, I don't know what's happening with entertainment, but as you all see, a lot's happening with entertainment where, look at 100%, yeah, because these celebrities, and listen, I understand, you always have to, keep, how they said, redoing yourself or, redefining yourself or whatever. But it's but then they started coming to everybody's lane. Now, I'm not talking about celebrities who are known for podcasting, like Howard Stern, people who are known for radio talk and podcasting. I mean, people like the Kelsey brothers, NFL people. Who else? Somebody, Don Obama got a podcast, or either Lady Obama, one of them. My thing is, I just feel like now one person. Now we had a person who commented, and they said that they're just doing it to stay relevant. Well, I'm on that because a lot of these celebrities, they also went to being an author. It's like everybody, reality stars, celebrities, everybody was the author. Everybody had a book. Everybody had a story to tell. Now, also too, as far as the author thing, I'm not saying those people who has been in the game for eons and eons and decades and stuff, but some of these people who just started their career, you're already doing a book. So, it's just, it's just just to stay relevant. Now, and then also too, in my opinion, whenever all these celebrities, especially these reality stars, oh God, whenever they have all of these podcasts, I don't know, I always think of the old type of Hollywood. Well, yeah, the old Hollywood, maybe not that far back, but even before all the social media, celebrities were more of a mystery. I wonder what do Mariah Carey do on her day off, or I wonder where do they party at, or but now it's they're not even really a mystery because they got their own podcast telling all their business, all these, I don't know. So yeah, I really feel like they need to lead the podcasting to the real podcasters. Now I understand that making money isn't the same, especially for musicians, because people don't have to go out and buy CDs or albums or records anymore. You can just stream it or download it. And like I said, I don't know how they make money from that. So I understand that the money may be different. So it's now you got to find other avenues to make revenue. But listen, don't get in my way. and what I'm saying, all the other radio podcasters and people wait. Listen, yeah, there's a lot going on. Because now it's because now it's people like a Z Fly or other people, it's it doesn't make it that what's the word, interesting, what I'm saying, for us to do our podcasting or radio talk, because it's hey, listen, my favorite celebrity has a podcast. I'll just tune into them and get the news or get the celebrity juice. Yeah. So celebrities, let us have something. Okay. All right. So once again, so there you have it. So thank you so much for your votes, everybody, and for your comments. And that was Down the Poll. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and switch and get into Drunk Off the Juice. Hit it. That's right. Yeah, go ahead and sip on your juice. All right, because Jennifer Lopez, she takes Ben Affleck's son Samuel shopping 1 year after filing for divorce from actor. Now, I guess this is pretty good, because a lot of times you think whenever a person is getting a divorce, okay, listen, the families, they're done too. But no, Jennifer Lopez, she took her ex-husband's Ben's son for a lunch and shopping outing just over a year after her divorce filing. Now, in one photo, she walked closely alongside Samuel as they checked out shoes in a brightly lit storefront. The trio also visited Balenciaga. What? Wait a minute now. Listen, I'd be like, yeah, listen. I know you and my dad didn't work out, but you and I can still chill. You know what I'm saying? Also, in another photo, Lopez, who conspicuously carried a shopping bag from Christian Dior, opened a vehicle door for Samuel, who rocked shorts and a baby blue button-down shirt for the day out. Okay, Christian Dior, okay. Now, according to TMZ, the trio also sat down together for lunch. Now, I wonder, where did they go for lunch? I mean, listen to the highest price place you can go. Now, Lopez was last seen out shopping with Samuel in August 2024. Prior to that, they took in a Lakers game in March 2024. Now, the sighting comes just over 3 years after Lopez exchanged vows with Samuel's dad, being on August 20th in a lavish ceremony at the Georgia estate. Now, you know what? Now, exactly 2 years after they exchanged vows, Lopez hit her former husband with a divorce filing. Now, I'm not saying, well, no, maybe not. I was going to say, is she doing all this to try to make herself? I don't know. I ain't going to say that. So maybe she truly does have love for his son, but taking places like that, I don't know. But then again, I mean, maybe his dad does. His dad is an actor, so he's probably used to. He definitely would not probably be seen in the Gap or Old Navy. All right, now moving along. Now, you all would not believe this. Now, if you all know Rapper Lil Jon, now he's 54 years old, but he looks unrecognizable lately, people, as he flaunts his fit physique at the Muscle Beach competition. That's right. He shows off bulging muscles and ripped abs while making his debut as a bodybuilder in the photo obtained by Page Six. Now, rapper, he flexed his toned pecs and smiled after competing in the Muscle Beach Championship in Venice Beach, Los Angeles, Monday. Now, the Grammy winner showed off his third place medal in the men's physique masters over 45 category. Now, he donned a pair of silk boxing shorts reading on Soul Chakra and Lil Jon at the waistband and accessorized with a knitted cap and shades. He also pulled the iconic dreadlocks away from his face for a nearly unrecognizable appearance while showing off various angles of his chiseled physique. Now, I'm glad that we are showing this picture right here. Now, listen. Now, yes, he definitely, is very toned, very fit. But he won what place? And he's trying to be a who? Now, wait a minute now. Now, I don't know about you all, but I've seen bodybuilders. Now, have you all seen bodybuilders? When I think of bodybuilders, of course, your mind or maybe should go to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, I want y'all to think of Arnold Schwarzenegger back in his heyday as a bodybuilder, and look at Lil Jon. Now, I'm not hating. Listen, once again, like I said, that's very nice fit. But bodybuilder, I don't know. In one pic, he happily posed with the other beaming contestants. Now, the rapper took to Instagram following his victory to share a video of himself glistening in the sun as he pumped iron as contested 138. Now, if y'all don't know, his name is Romello Hayes. So he will sound. I don't know. It's just third place. He said third place. Then he said, Alhamdulillah. Thanks to all that supported me on this journey. Listen, I'm not hating. Big ups to Lil Jon. I'm just surprised that he won third place. I'm thinking of who else was out there. So you mean to tell me that there were other guys who looked like maybe more chiseled than this at a Muscle Beach bodybuilding competition? I don't know. Anyway, so good luck to Lil Jon. I guess he has a new profession. All right, now moving along. Now, if y'all remember Full House, Candace Cameron Bure, that she admits to deleting swimsuit photo after getting body shamed. She said it wasn't worth it. That's right. Now, she deleted the swimsuit photo off of Instagram. Now, after trolls just went ham. Then after a fan asked the Full House alum, who is 49 years old, if she removed a photo she took to Instagram on Saturday to confirm she removed it and explain why. She wore a one-piece swimsuit, not a bikini, while soaking up the end of the summer and having fun. Now, she shared of the since deleted pic. Now, she said it wasn't about, the bathing suit, itself, but she recalled the criticism that she received, but the comments became flooded with people discussing her body. So listen, if y'all remember Full House, this lady, she's a Christian, and, I guess she just wants to, just feel good about herself. But, but I guess she just forgot what Instagram or social media would do. Now, the actress shared the message atop a snapshot of herself enjoying a sunny day in a butter yellow strapless sundress. So, my thing is, let people live. And you know what? I'm surprised that like people were, what I'm saying, were like coming for her so bad, because have y'all seen some of these other Instagram photos out here that people are posting, and y'all are worried about a one piece that she wore? The mama three who once claimed she has eaten fast food in 20 years. Wow. She hasn't eaten fast food in 20 years. Previously clapped back at a body shamer in 2018. All the exercising, and you still look like you weigh more than your husband. Did you change your diet? That's what one troll asked her. So then she replied, if a 25-inch waist looks big to you, then you're looking through an altered lens. Be well. Okay, listen, she was unbothered when she sent that message. So, listen, people, I'm not going to say, stop the trolling, because, that's your job. You're a troll. So you're going to troll the internet and see who, you could try to have a bad day. But my thing is, make it make sense. Because like I said, like if she's wearing a one piece, where like a lot of these girls out here are, wearing the two pieces, the no pieces. And look, not even the girls, the guys too. Listen, they are wearing all kinds of things. So leave the girl alone. Let her live. And you are now drunk off the juice. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning into the show. That's right. We kept it really hot on a Wednesday. That's right. Woo! I tell you, it's so much going on. Remember, one more episode before the season finale, so you better tune in next week, because as you all know, it'll be some more great juice, another great guest, and so much more. Tune in. I do want to thank everybody. Once again, be sure to follow me on my social media, where you can find everything Z-Fly, Fly World Media, Fly Entertainment, and more. That's right. Here it is right here. Be sure to follow me. I have the LinkedIn, YouTube, Spotify, all that great stuff. You see it. So be sure to follow. Also, if you do enjoy the show and, you want to contribute, monetary wise, I appreciate it. I'm going to show you how you can do so right here. That's right. Everybody got the Zelle, got the Cash App, got the Venmo, PayPal. So if you do want to support us in the hustle and the flow and all of that good stuff, then here's how you can do it right here. And I do thank everybody so much for tuning in. I do want to thank my guest, Tifany Thomas, for sharing her story, her business, and so much that she has done. And I cannot wait to more about this domestic violence, that possibly we can figure out how we can collaborate or something. So thank you so much once again to Tifany. Be sure to follow her, and if you do want to figure out how you can get involved, there you have it. Be sure to email her at tthomas@aroundtheclocktots.com. All right, everybody. I think that's about it. Be sure to follow me on my website. That's right, flyentertainment.media. There you have it right there. Be sure to follow me. A lot of great things are coming to the website. And also YouTube. I'm sorry, remember, I always say YouTube. With YouTube, you want to make sure that you do share, like, and click that bell. That's right. Oh, and subscribe. Yes. Definitely subscribe, because that way you will be in the know of, what I drop. You could pick up what I'm dropping. Okay, but until next week for the season finale of the summer edition of the show, I hope everybody has a really, really, really great day. The rest of your week, listen, be safe, stay fly. And then y'all know, not too high. I mean, listen, I know some of y'all love this chinning, but don't get too high. That, you don't even know what planet you on. And until next week, everybody, bye-bye.